Right, here we are. Let's start off today's stretch class with some rolling of the shoulders and all the kind of normal warm-up stuff, and then we're going to do some balancing, and then we've got lots of stretches to do today, so I'm going to focus on stretching again today. So I'll put some background music on, of course, and just start with one shoulder. We're just going to do a little rotation round of one shoulder to try and get some movement through that shoulder. So if you're ready, here we go. Let's just roll the shoulder round. Oh, yes. Just loosening up. Nice and slowly. Okay, shall we go the other way? Let's try and go the other way. Lift and roll it back. Okay, over to the other side. Let's do the other shoulder. Look at that. That gap in my teeth, that's going to be gone in 4 weeks. Finally. I can't wait. And then roll that same shoulder back. Very good. Now let's do both arms, but big circles forwards. It's a stretch class, so we're going slowly today on these. We're just going to stretch up, loop those arms round. And then backwards. Fantastic. Take a deep breath in and raise your arms up. Exhale and bring your arms down. We're going in front today like this. Down in front. Palms together. So inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, down in front. Let's do a couple more times really slowly. Deep inhale. Long exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, bringing your arms all the way down. And relax. Good. That was a nice quick warm up. We're going to do balancing next. Okay, so if you find it easy to balance on one leg without any support, that's great. If you do need a chair, we are just going to have, I'm going to have a chair for support because I need it. We don't want to be wobbling around and falling over ourselves, so what I suggest you do is just push the back of your hand against the chair for confidence. So rather than resting your hand on the chair, let's just push the back of the hand on the chair, and we'll just take one foot up onto your toe to the side of your ankle to start with. If that's easy, let's bring that foot up a little bit higher. If you can balance without support of the chair, that's amazing. But if you find yourself wobbling around all over the place, it's better to have a little bit of support and keep things calm. Let's just turn that down a bit. So start again. Now we're going to try and take that knee out to the side and bring the heel as high up as you can and hold it. Let's hold it for like 30 seconds. Don't forget to breathe deeply on this. Long, slow, deep breaths. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and release. Excellent. Let's do the same on the other side. Same on the other side. So I'll just move my chair around. Back of the hand on the chair. We start with the toe on the floor and the heel against the other ankle. Get used to that position for a few seconds, and then if you feel comfortable, we can lift the toe just off the floor to the side there. I'm definitely not so good this side, but we'll see how it goes. And then if you can bring it a little bit higher, we'll try and bring that knee out to the side without your hips turning. So we're going to open up the hip here and pull that out to the side. And then I'm going to use my hand to get my foot up a little bit higher. And we'll hold for 30 seconds again. 30 seconds. Oh, really good. Excellent work, Margaret. That's excellent. John, you're looking good. Few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. And release. Finally, we'll do one more, but this time both feet stay on the floor and we're going to push up onto the toes and balance on your toes. Last 30-second balance. Try and keep your heels off the floor. This is good for calf muscles and good for balance as well. 30 seconds. Little wobble for me. You're doing good. I can see. Almost looks like you're frozen there on the screen. You're so good at this. Oh. Last few seconds. We'll count you down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest your heels down gently onto the floor. Very good. Excellent. Nice, easy bit of balancing. Not so easy for me. What we're going to do now is we're going to do the thigh stretches. We've done these before. I'm just going to whiz through the options on this. Okay, the options for you. Option 1, the slightly easier option, is going to be fingertips on the chair, foot to the side of the chair, elbows down on the chair. It's going to stretch the inner thigh. And then if you want to take your chest or your head down to your arms, that's your position. For those of you that want to do this on the floor, I'll do this on the floor with you. So option is on the chair or on the floor. If you're on the floor, we start in a press-up position. And again, we bring one foot forward to the outside of that front hand. And we're just going to hold it there. So either resting on the chair or down on the floor. The lower you go down, the more stretch you'll get. So I'm up on my knuckles at the moment. If I go down onto my hands, I'm going to get a little bit more of a stretch. And some people, I'm told, can get right down onto their elbows. Let's hold this for another 30 seconds. 30 more seconds on this one. Make sure you breathe deeply as you hold your stretch. Long, slow, deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose also. 3, 2, 1. Let's come out of the stretch and change sides. Ooh. So again, either on the chair, foot goes out to the side of the front leg of the chair. On the floor, press up position. Foot hopefully to the outside of the hands. If the toe turns out slightly, that's fine, just whatever the natural position for you is. And then you'll get more of a stretch if you bring your hands down onto the floor or your elbows onto the floor. Oh, that's too much for me today. Very good. Let's hold this for another 30 seconds. Again, breathing deeply, long, slow, deep breaths. Feeling the stretch. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come out of the stretch. So that's our initial stretch. We are going to do the same thing again, but we're going to try and hold it a little bit longer, okay, and go a little bit deeper into the stretch. So if you're on the chair, here we were on the chair like this. We can try and take the hands further forwards and bring the head right down onto the chair itself. That will give you a slightly deeper stretch. If you're on the floor, we can go down onto the hands or onto the elbows. And this time, we're going to hold the stretch for 40 seconds. 40 seconds this time. So let's start off getting into position. Are you ready? If you're on the chair, bring your foot forward to the side of the chair leg. If you're on the floor, press up position. Foot comes forwards. And now we've started stretching a bit. We might be able to go a little bit lower down. So I'm going to go down onto my hands. And we're going to hold for 40 seconds from here. Breathing deeply. Second time round, you will find you can get a little bit deeper into the stretch. I've quite comfortably got my hands down on the floor now. Another 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and release. And we will do the other side again. Oh. Take your time getting into position. No rush, but let's do the other side. Either the chair or the floor. Into your press up position. Foot comes forwards. Little assistance if necessary. And then see if you can go a little bit deeper into the stretch than we did last time. Very good. 40 seconds from here. Another 20 seconds. Wow. Nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest up. Cool. We're all going to move on now, and I think we're all going to need to be on the floor for this next bit. Okay, so if you're on the chair, let's move on to the floor now. And I will give options on this one. I'm going to move my chair out of the way. Let's just show you what you're in for first. It's going to be a very similar to position that we were just in. However, so it's sort of similar, but this time the foot is in between the hands. Okay, and we're going to be doing a twist. So, there's your option 1. Option 2, back knee on the floor and twist up. Okay, so whichever is more comfortable, we're still getting a twist through your back. We're on like a sprinting blocks position. Here, either the knee down or the knee up, and we're going to be doing that twist. So you ready? Get yourself down on the floor. Take your time nice and slowly as you get down. So start in like a lunge position with the knee at 90 degrees and the back knee at 90 degrees. Bring your hands down either side of the front foot and then decide if you want to lift the back knee off the floor, that's great. If not, just leave it there. If your right foot is forward, you're going to be lifting your right hand off the floor. If your left foot is forward, left hand off the floor. And nice and slowly, bring your hand up, vertical, and twist your body. I can see hands in the air. Excellent. We're going to hold that. Yes, we are, for 30 seconds. Let's hold that for 30. And another 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hand down. And while we're here, if your knee's off the floor, just rest your knee onto the floor. Come up. Stretch your arms back. Have a little back stretch. Okay, let's just take those arms back. Everyone's now got their knee on the floor. And we're just going to hold for another 10 seconds. And release. Let's do the other side. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Other foot comes forwards. Again, either leave the back knee on the floor, hands to the sides of that front foot, or you can lift the back knee up into your lunge position. Now, big twist up. And can't see my clock. We're going to hold that for 30 seconds. So I'm going to guess the time. I'm facing the wrong way to see my clock. Upward arm should be vertical up towards 12 o'clock. Big twist up. Ooh. Back leg should be straight unless the knee's on the floor, in which case obviously it will be bent. Another 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring your hand down. Back knee down onto the floor if it isn't there already. Bring yourself up. And we're just going to have a little stretch back again. Fantastic. Release. Now, we are going to stand up. Please take your time standing up. Nice and slowly. And for the next bit, we will need a towel. You'll probably need a towel. I will definitely need a towel. Some of you might get away without the towel. But a small towel would probably be useful here. And we're going to do a tricep stretch. Now, we do in our regular classes, we do a tricep stretch by taking the hand behind the neck and pushing it back. We're going to be slightly more advanced today. I'm going to give you two options. Option 1, you take a towel. You flip the towel over your shoulder, you grip it with your other hand, and you pull down. So, stretching this tricep, this enables you to pull right down with the other hand. Try and get your hands as close as you can and pull down. Now, if you can reach and you can grip your hands together, you don't need the towel. You can just grip your hands and pull. But for me, the towel is a necessity. So we grip. This elbow should be up nice and high, keeping close to the side of your head. Don't let it go out to the side. Keep it close into the side of your head, and then use the other arm to pull down, and you'll feel a really good stretch through your arm here. Keep holding, and remember you're using the other arm to pull down to maintain the stretch. If the stretch eases off, pull down a little bit more, and you can get a little bit closer if you need to. And let's hold that for another 20 seconds. We've held it for quite a while already. Another 20 seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and gently let it release. And change sides. Change sides. We'll do a couple on each side today. So, towel goes down behind. Bring that arm in nice and close to your head. Grip the towel with the other hand. Grip nice and tight, and we'll pull down. Very good. Maybe pull a little bit more, so we get a really good stretch. Okay, let's do another 20 seconds from here. So pull a little bit tighter if you can. Another 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and release. Whoa. Now, have a little shake out. We are going to do it again, both sides, for a little bit longer. So we'll have a little bit of a shake out, take a couple of deep breaths, and then we'll go again. Certainly feels like I've had a good stretch in my arm. Yes, this one's good. So, back to the first arm again. Which arm did I do first? I can't remember. I can't remember now. I'll do this one. So, into position. If you can reach your hands together by now, then amazing, but don't worry if you can't. And 30 seconds from now. Let's do 30 seconds. Very good. Make sure you keep pulling down so we really exaggerate that stretch. 5 more seconds. And release. And over to the other side. Last one. So let the tail hang down behind. Reach up with the other arm. Keep the arm in close to the side of your head. Let's pull that down. And we're going to hold that stretch for 30 seconds again. Oh, very good. Let's put a little bit more. Another 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good stuff. It's nice to spend a bit longer on those stretches sometimes. We often rush through the stretches, but here we can just spend a little bit longer. That's really good. Very well done. Now we're going to be on the floor again, lying on your mat on your back to start with. We're going to do a couple of lower back stretches, and then we're going to do a chest stretch. This is the new one that I was talking about. Okay, this if you struggle with it, don't worry. We'll take it gently, but we'll start just with doing a little lower back stuff. So get yourself down on the floor, lying on your back, and we're just going to, I'm going to turn my mat round for this. Just give me a second to get myself into position. Oh, you get to see the horrible old floor there. Lying on your back. I can see my weights there on my weight rack. Never mind. Okay, so we're going to have the arms out to the side. We're going to have the knees together, heels tucked in. And we're just going to rotate the knees down to one side, keeping your knees together, your feet together. And this is just going to give you a little stretch into your lower back. It's a really nice stretch, not too challenging, but it's a really good lower back stretch. I want you to try and keep both shoulders on the floor. The backs of your hands on the floor with your palms facing up, and just slowly, I'll do that again, we're just going to slowly rotate the hips as far as you can. It doesn't matter if your knee doesn't touch the floor, but if you can get your knee onto the floor, as long as both knees stay together, that's going to give you a really good lower back stretch. Hold that for another 30 seconds from now. Breathing, feeling that little stretch in your lower back. So you might get a little pop, a little crack or something, that's fine. That's just the joints opening up. Very good, another 5 seconds. 2, 1, and slowly bring your knees up to the middle. Pause at the middle point, reset your arms, make sure your backs of your hands are firmly down, resting on the floor. Both shoulders stay on the floor, and slowly rotate to the other side. Gravity do its work, just letting your knees sink down towards the floor. I'm going to hold this for another 30 seconds from now. Just let those knees sink down. Make sure your knees stay together. Feet are together, one foot obviously off the floor, resting on the side of the other foot. Arms up towards the ceiling. I do like this one, it's quite relaxing to be in this position, but it's good for your lower back. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring your knees up to the middle. So we're going to do that again, but I'm going to give you the more advanced option. So if you can just watch me first. The more advanced option on this stretch is starting on your side, palms together. Knees bent, we're going to bring the top leg over the top of the bottom leg and tuck your shin under the other knee like this, and then we're going to do a big rotate round. Okay, get the idea? So with me this time, start. You can do the other one, by the way. If you want to stay on your back and twist your knees, that's fine. This one is a little bit more advanced. So lying on your side, knees bent, arms out in front, palms together. Top leg comes forwards over the top. Lift the bottom knee, tuck your shin under the other knee. Then you're aiming to keep that top knee down on the floor. Lift your arm, rotate, and we're going to try and get both shoulders onto the floor. If you can't get your shoulder onto the floor, don't worry. But we'll try and get all the way around so the back of the hand and the shoulder touches the floor. Mine's not quite there, not quite. Let's hold this for 20 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. When you come out in the stretch, reverse movement. You roll round, bringing your hands back together. Always come all the way back round to your start position before you get up. Okay, let's do the other side. Change sides. Top knee comes forwards over the top, tucks in underneath the other knee. And then we rotate the arm round. Oh, a bit close to the wall there. Oh, I just got a really lovely click in my back. Just felt something was just releasing there, which actually is really good. Even though this knee's come off the floor, it shouldn't have done. That knee's come off the floor, I'm not too worried about that. I did get a really nice stretch in my back. 20 more seconds. Seconds. And don't forget, when we come out of the stretch, you rotate back round again, bringing your hands together. 3, 2, 1. There we go. So rotate round, bring your hands together, release the leg. Right. While we're on the floor, we got one more stretch to do. This is our new stretch. Now, this is the chest stretch. So I want you to watch me carefully first. I'm going to haven't done this for a while. I'm going to have a go. Normally with a chest stretch, we don't take the hands behind the back and stretch the elbows back. This is a lot more advanced. This will get a much deeper stretch into your chest. But I recommend you just watch this first and see if I can do this. You're going to be in this position on the floor facing down, elbows level with your shoulders, palms to the side, palms down into the floor like this. Resting your forehead on the floor. Now I'm going to start by stretching my left side, which is this side, yeah, my left side. And to do that, I'm going to raise my right leg off the floor, twist it round and try and touch my toe onto the floor. Can't quite get it down. It's actually my left pectoral which is stretching, and also my back. We've already done our back twists, so that should be okay. If we can get this foot onto the floor, that's amazing. I can't get anywhere close. And I'll just show you the other side. Maybe this will be better. Leg comes up. Try and get that leg. Oh, I've just got that leg onto the floor there. Right. I'm going to get you to have a go. We won't hold it for too long because it's an awkward position, but have a go. Face down on the floor. We're in that sort of pec deck position with the arms, palms down into the floor, elbows level with your shoulders. Lift one leg up, take it right back across over the other leg. And try and get your toe one way or the other down onto the floor. The key thing with this one is to try and keep both shoulders down so that you stretch your chest. It's a really awkward position, not great for some people. For some it's easy. Hold that for another 10 on this side. And release. Oh, let's try the other side. Take your time getting into position. Head down. Leg comes up. Twist your body. Leg comes down. Foot. Oh, close to the floor as you can. Feeling your lower back stretching. Feeling your chest stretching. Let's hold it for another 20. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Now that stretch isn't for everyone, so I didn't hold it for too long, but if you found it was good and you got a good chest stretch, then that's amazing. Yeah, try it, have a practice with it, spend a bit longer on it. What we're going to do now is cat and cow, back to our regular stuff. So we'll do a bit of cat and cow and finishing off with some basic breathing exercises and regular stretches. So hands and knees please on your mat. Tabletop position to start with. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your nose. Now let's go up into cat position. Arch your back up towards the ceiling, head hangs down. And then reverse it into our cow pose. Tummy down, head up. Actually done quite a lot of work on your lower back today, so that's really good, and this is a great way to finish off those lower back stretches. Back into cat. And back into cow. Let's do that one more time. Arch your back up. And then bring your back concave again, head up. And level off back to neutral. I'm going to sit back on the heels, just going to take my knees a little bit wider. Sit back onto your heels into child's pose. Stretching those arms forwards. Let's hold it here for 30 seconds or so, breathing deeply. Long, slow, deep breaths. Let gravity just sink you down towards the floor. Stretching your arms out in front as far as they'll go. Another 20 seconds. Four, 3, 2, 1, and release. I would like to stand up now. Please, 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 don't get up too quick. We're going to get up slowly, slowly. Oh. So very well done. That was good. I feel like I've done a good stretch today. Obviously on a Wednesday I always feel like I've done a good stretch, but today particularly doing a few new ones like the triceps and those chest stretches was that was really good. Yeah, so I hope you found that useful, and we'll be back with more stretching next week. Might do a bit more yoga poses next week, yoga inspired. Back, of course, on Friday for Spritely. Get energetic again. And do enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you for joining me, those of you who did. And for those of you on YouTube as well, Jean, hope you did the session. And I hope you are fine with your rowing next time as well. A special message to Jean. Right. Thank you very much. I'm going to sit down and have a chat with you guys on Zoom. And we'll see you next time. Bye. You turn your microphones on, please. How did you find that chest stretch when we twisted on the floor?
It's quite hard. I'm sure my feet were nowhere near the floor.
I couldn't tell where my feet were. I'm going to look back at the video and see. When I used to do this stretch years ago, I used to quite easily be able to get my foot onto the floor. But as I say, I actually haven't done it for quite a few years before lockdown, and I sort of didn't even practice it this morning, so it was a bit of a wild card in there for me. But I'm going to look back at the video and see how ridiculous I looked.